Good evening, friends. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. Just down here on Kadara, enjoying the nice view. Looks like it's sunset in the distance. Although in real life the sun has gone down for a couple hours now. Actually, it's Daylight Savings weekend, and our clock, the wall clock, wasn't reset, so I was like, oh wow, it's after midnight already, but it's actually not after midnight because it's an hour behind. So I kind of missed my hour last night, but I got it just now. And that means I have about an hour extra to actually play some Andromeda. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so as I said before, let's go through and just look at our quest log and see what's left to do. Because we are, I think, nearing the end of the game at this point. I don't think there's like a second round of planets or anything like that. At least I kind of hope there's not. So we have allies and relationships. We do have quite a few loyalty missions. We have to meet with Raylus on Vold. And this one's on hold. So that could be good. Meet Avitus at the nav point. We have to speak to Drac on the Tempest. That would be a good one to do as well. So we still need the Solarian Ark. So we found a lead on the Turian Ark, but we haven't actually done that lead yet. Talk to Liam on Aya. What's his quest? Oh, his day off. Okay. Is that his loyalty mission? You just have to go spend some quality time with him? Alright. Friend or foe? I hope friend by now. So now we have to go to Havarl. Haven't been there in a while. PB, we have to go back to Eos. We failed to read the email. Hopefully, so we have a lot of loyalty missions, is the long and short of it. Helios assignments, we have to go to Vold to do this one, so I guess Vold is first, then Aya in our itinerary. That's also an Aya, even though it's not listed there. We have to go to Havarl, the Nexus, investigate space attacks on Nexus ships. Where do I do that, though? On the Nexus? And we have to confront Knight. Now, Knight is back on... Isn't Knight here on Kadara? It's been a while, so I forget, but I thought she was. Let's make that our, What is the main quest? Not sure why it's called the Firefighters. And then we also have to go to Aya for a plan for Suvi. Alright. So, a couple things on Aya, but I think there was some other stuff we had to do first. Additional tasks. I'm not too worried about these. If we do them, we do them. If we don't, we don't. And then, of course, the big main quest, next step. And we'll get to that in due time. So, alright, is Knight here? No, Knight was on the last planet we were on. No, she wasn't on Eladan. I'm getting all these planets confused now. Okay, she was on a big open world. It wasn't Eos. Vold is the snowy one. It wasn't Havarl. That leaves this planet and Eladan. I don't think she's here because she's not on my map. And we are on Kadara. I could have sworn she was like up in this vicinity somewhere. Alright, well, what did I do with the Nomad? Let's go to this fast travel point, and then we'll see if the quest points us back outside or back to the Tempest. That'll be a big hint. As far as I can see, there is no quest marker. And is Knight's hideout even on the map? Or is Knight... Maybe she's not at her hideout anymore. Maybe she's now somewhere else, like on the Nexus? What does the quest say? In the group, they use their trust to escape. That's like from a while ago. We deactivated the things. Just says confront Knight. Doesn't say where she's at though. Alright. Well. For now then, let's go back to the Tempest. And, It's just weird because, like, I thought she was on more of an open planet. No, maybe not. See, I could have sworn she's here on Kadara. Alright, there's the thing. So it's taking us somewhere. To the Tempest. Well, but this console goes both ways. It's not helping me. I guess on the bright side, once we get back to the ship, I can look at the galaxy map and that'll tell me which planet I need to go to. It's probably going to say right back here to Kadara. We shall see. And like I said before, there was also mention of an Aya Vault, which... Did we actually go to that? I think we already went to that. Like... Actually, you know what? I think we probably did. It's been so long I forget now, but... I feel like we went right there with the Moshai and not...
wants to see you.
Yeah, Red wants to see me. But right now I have an appointment with Knight.
Now orbiting Kadara.
System view. So I think it would have the quests if I was supposed to go here, right? Oh, so she's back on the Nexus. I see. Alright, you know what? Let's just go to the Nexus then. We seem to have 2 quests to do there, so we can tie those up. And all this time I thought Knight would have been back at her hideout. This is another quest that started kind of innocently with delivering or downloading a math problem. And look what it's become. I think those quests are the most interesting in these games. We've seen this before, so I'm going to skip it. So there's our Ark. Where's the Asari Ark? Oh, there it is. That's cool. They're both parked there. And there are parking spots for 4 Arks. Hopefully we can actually find 4 working Arks to park there. Looks like the Asari one, I guess it's the purple one, is in better condition as well. That's really cool that they actually show both. Now, does the cutscene show both? It does. It's awesome. From what we've learned so far, though, it does not sound like the Turian Ark is in that great a shape. I suppose only time will tell if it's good enough to make its way back here. Alright, we'll confront Knight, and we'll also see if that other quest...
Did you hear what the Pathfinder did about their people who were exiled to Kadara?
It was harsh to leave them there. I can understand the concern, but I would do anything to bring my family back together.
They are big on family. Speak to a journalist. There's another quest around here, too.
Hello, this is Director Sharon Tan. I would like to extend a
Upstairs?
warm welcome to all our new Asari colonists. Please help make their stay a comfortable one, and let's all celebrate yet another sign of our continuing progress.
Kandros reports the sniper is ready.
Understood, Sam.
Sam, such a human name. No one ever listens.
Your father built his human AI implant. Overlord went on despite my...
So why do we have a sniper? Couldn't we just arrest her? Do we really have to kill her? I guess I also feel bad about her too, because even though my character disagrees with her, and even though I think in this case Sam is worth the risk because of the aid he's helping with the initiative, but there are definite vast dangers with AI. All it takes is one runaway AI to be able to make itself smarter, and boom, that's it. Humanity's obsolete and probably gone for good.
You're trying to bury something, and I think that's what this is really about.
I thought Overlord might help my son. They made him a candidate for their butchery, so I sabotaged it. I faked rogue code and ripped him out. Alain was hurt terribly, but he was alive and himself, not a... First Overlord, then Sam. Horrors, forced on children. It has to end, even if I must do the unforgivable.
Dad created Sam to help my mother survive a terminal illness.
Many terrible things come from good intentions. I should know.
Sam and I helped Alain together. He's going to be all right.
No, the code I made, no one could fix it.
Sam did. Stand down and you can ask Alain yourself.
Here, the last device.
Thank you.
No matter what sentence they give me, I hope Alain will forgive me someday. If Sam really is what you say, perhaps it can forgive me too.
Didn't really expect her to turn around like that. That's a little bit unrealistic, but at least the quest had a fairly happy ending. Alright, now the other quest, there was the journalist quest, but there was also the one from Sid. And we apparently already stopped one of the attacks, whatever they are. Sites investigated. 3 sabers. So are those sites here on the ship, or are they across the galaxy? Downstairs, that could mean it's taking me back to the Nexus. Or it could mean to the transport. It is to the transport. Good. I also wouldn't mind talking to that journalist if I happen to run into them. They may actually be right behind us.
Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink.
Oh, I went to the wrong place,
This
didn't I?
HNS.
Yep. Apparently we need to go to the docking bay.
Species are at odds as
Wait.
talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Wasn't I just at the docking bay? Is this telling me there are multiple sites? Okay, if I go to operations... Also, I like how the Asari are just going to wait it out. They have the time.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met.
Really?
This is HNS.
And it takes me right back to the... This is a circular quest. That's really dumb. Does that mean there's different sites at both areas?
Please report to the
Do I have to
commissary.
scan them? Alright, there's at least one site up here. Yeah, that's what that means. Okay. Or does it? Because now it's telling me to go back downstairs where the quick travel thing was. Jump. Oh. Which one's my jump key?
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important
Yeah, whatever.
updates.
Excuse me. Well, now I'm stuck. Thank you. Yeah, the only quest marker takes me right back where I was. Alright, well, we're not doing this quest then, because I'm going to have to Google it and see where I'm actually going.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all
Because I don't feel like trying to figure this out without working quest markers. There was a journalist, though, that was up here. Is that the journalist I'm supposed to be talking to? and give it a shot.
Hydroponics reports
I
oxygen.
think she was around here, wasn't she? Don't see her there now. We could unlock a AVP pod. Some more stuff. And oh, that's right, we wanted to do something here, didn't we? Yeah, I wanted this one. Why? I'm not really sure, but we have the points, so let's buy it. Increases. So we could do this one now. Better prices. Earn a large amount of credits. I wonder how much large is. I don't think I really need these. These are all Apex things. I don't do too many Apex missions. Oh, is that from one of these? Alright, let's just spend some points.
Ark advises stasis revival protocols are proceeding.
So I don't see that journalist. Guess she's not ready to interview me again. I wonder if that quest was about a different journalist. Okay, so what's probably going to happen is I'm going to Google that quest, so I'm not searching aimlessly. Because clearly it's not showing me where I need to go. In the meantime, let's head back to the Tempest.
The Asari Ark has been recovered in deep space after nearly being destroyed during a Ket assault. The Lucinia was mostly evacuated by the time Initiative forces intercepted the Ark in the Valet system. This after the Asari Pathfinder, Matriarch Ashara, was killed while attempting negotiations. You're listening to HNS, a decision by replacement Pathfinder Sarissa Theris to prioritize Ket data Andromeda Ashara's life was condemned by Asari leadership. Theris has since been stripped of her title and replaced by her second in command, Medaria Damali. This violent illness related to Cherry.
Just running around listening to news stories and
Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
seeing what's going on. Nothing much by the looks of it. I was over here when the journalist quest popped up. Vengeful
It's
Turban.
Pathfinder Ryder. Is it true? Was there an attempt on that traitor Sloane Kelly's life?
It's true.
Oh, that makes me happy. The thought of her out there with a target on her back. Someday she'll get hers.
Wonder what she did to him. Presumably something. But let's see what he says if we try to be nice.
I don't like your attitude.
I'm not alone. That woman is despised. She deserves death.
Yeah, perhaps, but she's also the only thing keeping Kidara together at the moment. Alright. Let's speak with the journalist.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Ah, it must be you.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
It's a low bar to set, but yes, they definitely are.
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
Interesting question. Yeah, I'm kind of of the thought that maybe a few, but for diplomatic relations and setting up an embassy and some cultural understanding. But on the whole, Aya is only really that one city, or a few settlements, it seems. So I wouldn't want to dilute it too much.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Colonist registration is up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh?
What do we get? Don't know.
Did you hear?
Wait for Carrie's next interview.
We could send him a gift. My sisters are safe. What do Angara drink?
Alright, well, while we wait, let's go do some other quests. Thinking at this point we go back to our original plan and talk to Drac. Get his loyalty quest underway. I doubt we'll finish it this episode. Maybe not even tonight. But we can at least get it started.
Drac said he wants to talk to you.
One step ahead of you. Let's check out the board while we're here. Nope, nothing new.
There's a lot of variance even within our species. Not sure I can call anything typical.
Yours, then. What did your family home look like?
I might start crying.
Is that shameful? We cry together, laugh together, sometimes fight like Adhi.
Now that sounds like home.
No Drac here. No Drac here. How you doing, Cora?
Back again?
See you later, Cora.
I think we've heard enough war stories.
I'll be here.
There's Gil. No sign of Drac. And Krogan aren't really known for being stealthy. He's doing a pretty good job of it. Here's Vetra. How are you, Vetra?
Ryder.
Same as you were, I guess.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Probably. I think if she had work to do, she would just let us know she had work to do. Drac is usually not upstairs. A lot of times he's down with like Liam and Joel. Alright, let's head back downstairs again. There he is.
Ryder, I need your help with something.
Okay, out with it. You've clearly got something on your mind.
One of our botanists' heart called up in a panic. A colony transport has been stolen.
It's a transport. Can't you just replace it?
It's not the transport. It's what's on it. Our seed vault. One of a kind. Without that vault, things get complicated. Krogan children need the nutrients in those plants to survive. Even one clutch of babies hatch before we get the stuff synthesized. The effects would be permanent.
So what do you need from me?
I'm gonna find those thieves and get the vault back. Be nice to have you along.
Didn't they have like a whole botany area set up at Dutachanka? I think they would have had a lot of copies of the plans there. And if it wasn't a transport, wouldn't they have had it like super well defended?
Aren't the transports protected by passcodes? And how do you steal anything from a Krogan?
First thing Hark checked. Looks like some old authorization codes weren't erased. He was working in the transport and stepped out for 2 seconds. The thieves walked right in and flew off.
Of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
I knew I could count on you. Hark's waiting for us at the colony on Eladon. He's tracking down the transport beacon. He'll have the location ready for us on arrival.
Good. We'll find the transport track. Don't worry.
I'll hold you to that, Ryder. Hey. Thanks. I owe you one.
Don't be silly. That's what friends are for.
Besides, you don't owe me one yet. We haven't done the quest. Hey, level up. We're getting close. Okay, so we have to go back to Eladon. We were just there. And because of that, I'm actually going to change our plans a bit. And I want to see what else we need to do here on the ship. Tempest. Just going to Aya. Back on Havarl. Also Aya. But this was Vold first, so we need to go back to Vold. Also on Vold. There's that one. Also Aya. Some Eos. And this is on Eladon. So decisions. Alright, well, since either way we have to go to a planet, even though we've just been to Eladon, it was kind of a nice planet. I wouldn't mind going back. After that, I think Vold's going to be our next stop. Havarl seems to be pretty independent. We could do that one too. It's been a really long time since we've been to Havarl. And like I said, we don't even have a an outpost there, I'm pretty sure. Life on the Frontier. Okay, so these are the 3 areas we have to go to for Sid's quest. See, that was confusing. Why did that one marker point to the tram system then, and not to the Tempest? It really should have been pointing to the Tempest all along. Alright, we have another change of plans. While we're in space, let's go ahead and finish up this quest. Hopefully there's not too much to it. And there really isn't ship-to-ship combat in this game.
Sometimes I forget how small we are.
It's easy to remember here in space.
I'm picking up something.
I don't think this is the anomaly. I think the anomaly was behind it. While we're here. Oh, nothing here. Alright.
Probe away. Getting a scan. Narrowing down the list of possible locations.
Alright, we could do a bunch of scans here, but I'm not too excited about that, so we'll do it if we have to for more crafting materials, but no use taking the risk of gathering materials that we very likely may never use.
Mineral wealth from this system once fed industry on Vold, and well beyond.
One day that might be true again.
Some interesting backstory
Anomaly detected.
to an otherwise uninteresting system. That would be that one.
Probes launched. I found something.
Not much of something.
Scanning for radiation signature.
Why is it always the last one we look for? Or maybe this isn't that kind of quest. Maybe you have to do all 4 of them as part of the plot of the quest. I kind of glanced over what we're supposed to actually be doing. Or at least the reason we're doing it. Way over here, Curator.
A lonely system. It's almost lost in the Scourge.
What else could be lost out there?
In a way that actually makes it interesting. Yep, there's the Scourge.
Anomaly detected.
It's kind of cool looking. Hopefully we'll get rid of it soon. Ah, the anomaly itself is
Deploying
being
probe.
consumed by the Scourge.
Anomaly found.
I'm gonna let this one play since it's the last one and we might have some cool Scourge views. Alright, so it's really kind of beyond it.
This should give us a final location, Ryder. Got it. I'll forward all the information to your Omni tool.
So now we have, I guess we're scanning the transports for bits of data, and that helps us figure out where they've come from. Their hideout is on Kadara. We were just at Kadara. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well, we will do that one in a little while. For now, let's head back to Drax's quest.
Anomaly on sensors.
On Eladan. Eladan is over here. Yeah, I'm not sure why this game has those little hyperspace route things between planets. It made sense in the last games because those were mass relay paths, obviously. But in this game, where there aren't mass relays, not so much. It's another question too. Did we just suddenly discover... It's actually a bit of a plot hole. How can we jump through systems so fast? Wasn't that like one of the big things from the last game, is that you could only go short distances with hyperdrives, whatever they're called? That to go long distances at way more than light speed, you had to use mass relays. And here there aren't mass relays, but if we had the technology, then why wouldn't we have also had the technology in the old galaxy? Maybe the Helios cluster's just all really close together? It's the only solution I could think of.
We're on course.
Oh, is this? Yep. The Architect. It is in orbital standby mode. It's clear that the extreme heat of the planet had begun to degrade and fry its vital systems. It's similar to the last one, isn't it? Oh, we already did this one. That's why it's similar, because I've already seen it. Just a reminder that it's still there. There really are some opportunities for some cool fights as the game reaches its final stages. Whether or not we'll actually see any, I guess we'll find out.
Pathfinder, this site could support an initiative.
Could? It does. Maybe Knight is right about Sam. I think he's getting some fried systems from the heat as well. He did cut himself off though, so maybe he realized his mistake. You'd also think the birds would be flying away from the Tempest and not kind of all around it. Okay, here we are, right outside New Tuchanka. And... I guess the quest is going to be help one of the layers.
I think the Krogan colony is right around the corner.
You think?
Make sure.
You know, I've actually been here before, Liam. Alright. Alright, that guy at the greenhouse. And it tells you it's a loyalty mission. So, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to end this episode right here. I'm going to walk down to the botanist Krogan dude, and when we come back, that's where we'll be. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then.